All right, so today I'm starting out over here by the hospital. If I turn around, you can see remnants of the golf course that used to be here. That's a bike path, or not a bike path, that's a golf cart path. I've only been golfing once. I don't get this stuff real quickly. But over there is where I'm looking straight at my bridge right now. It's less than a quarter of a mile from here. It's maybe an eighth of a mile. It's on the other side of that pond. And then there's the busy road out there that you often see in my videos that has no cars right now. There's one, there's two. 3. All right, so I just thought it would be interesting to take a little stroll down this golf path. That has no golf course. Damn, this is bumpy. Ugh. I really don't want to get in a bad position back here because I'm not gonna have any help if I do. But yeah, I'll try to go as far as I can. Yeah, that pond that is over there on the other side of this stuff used to be the parking lot in the clubhouse. I'm not sure where the clubhouse was, but it was in that area. I'm amazed that they didn't take this out when they did all the landscaping. I mean, this has got to be, I imagine, the path to the first hole and the path from the 18th hole. And it looks like there's a little bit of a path right there. It probably goes back to the clubhouse. Let me know if you see anything interesting that I haven't noticed that might be a remnant of what used to be here. I can't go any farther for a couple reasons. One, it doesn't go any farther, I think, maybe. And 2, I'm on a chair. But yeah, that right there is the path. If I kept going, maybe I'll do that someday. Maybe I'll have legs someday. I can't tell what that is, but it looks like there's something. I have only ever golfed once, and it was not here. I really wish I could like flip a switch to go back in time to when this was still an operating golf course. There's something left over from the golf course. I'm guessing right on the other side of that stuff is the pond area. Kind of hard to tell from back here, but there's the hospital. I wish this was a little smoother. Ow. Especially since I'll probably drop my phone. My foot is off of the footrest. Maybe you can see it. I don't know. Anyway, I guess I'm done back there. There aren't many people who know about that. There are only a couple more people who might care. Yeah, so I don't see a lot of traffic on this road because the last few months or several months, because as you can see right up there, that is like, I guess, a checkpoint for COVID people. Here's the point of this video. With the change in seasons, there seems to have been a change in my brain. Once the temperature went down a little bit from really hot to not really hot, basically from near 80 to under 70, I didn't feel really good about coming out here because the temperature goes down really quick in the evening and my legs get cold and then my legs stay cold and I deal with that for many hours and it's not good. Yeah, so I haven't been out here a lot and I haven't done a lot of exercising the last couple weeks, and you know, I've made a few videos but they've all been almost the same. I have not quit. I'm not gonna quit. Even though the videos have stopped or slowed down, I just need a break. You know, I really busted my butt this summer. It doesn't really show in the videos, but it's kind of implied. I did. I worked really hard. And I didn't get the results I expected. And there are reasons for that. And I may or may not know those reasons. One of the reasons could be that I'm full of it. That it was never going to happen. And that every time it did happen, it just didn't really happen. I haven't ruled that out, or it could be that it can't happen anymore. It could have happened in the past, but it can't happen now. And that's not a good outcome if that's the truth, and I don't think that's the truth because I documented and I experienced a little over a year ago. I was getting better when I first started treatment, and all I received was 15 milligrams of oxycodone or Percocet each day. I was getting better, and I have video. I don't know what I said in the video, but it's there on YouTube, and it says what day I uploaded, and that's usually the day it happened or a day or two after. All right, somehow my camera shut off. Hopefully I didn't miss too much, but okay, I was prescribed 60 milligrams of oxycodone per day. 1/3 of it was Percocet, 2/3 of it was OxyContin. I don't like OxyContin. OxyContin is bad for me. So I asked for an even swap. Will you just make that 40? Will you just turn that into more Percocet? It's the same drug. There's no reason to there's no reason not to. There is absolutely no reason not to. But he did. He wouldn't do it, and then eventually he did it, but I only got 1 for 2. So my 60 daily milligrams of oxycodone went down to 40. So, which is all Percocet. I don't get OxyContin anymore, which is fine with me. But it would be really helpful to get those other extra 20 milligrams of oxycodone I used to get. And it's just like, it's like they're messing with me, or the doctor. It's just, oh, he wants this, well, I'll give him that. They treat patients like we can't possibly know anything. What I've experienced for 10 years is something you will never understand. I don't care what you've been taught, doctor. You will not ever understand what it's like to be in the pain I'm in the condition I'm in. We'll never, ever understand that. You will never, ever understand the difference between Percocet and OxyContin like I do. As I have shared in other recent videos, OxyContin damaged me. I mean, it wasn't a little bit either. It was a lot. It was probably more than I know. And you may remember that I said I'm still opening my eyes. And that may have been a few months ago, but that's true still. My eyes are like just open wide enough to see the big picture mostly, but I can't see the periphery. And which, if you squint, you'll find is actually a lot more of the picture than the focal point. A year ago, the 40 milligrams of Percocet I received now might have been enough. It would have been really close. But having taken OxyContin for most of the last year, that's not enough anymore. You can tell by watching video clips I've already shared, particularly the July 25 video footage. You can tell I'm skin and bones. And you can watch footage from less than a year before that, and you can tell I wasn't skin and bones. And I have a lot to say about that. There's a lot that needs to be said about that, because I might be the only one talking about it, but other people who experience that are dying. They're not talking about it because they're on 15 other medications. I'm not. And so that gives me a very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not a difficult word. It gives me an experience that's not like probably anyone else. I mean, I got a lot of experiences that are like nothing anyone else has experienced. Where I've been, you haven't been. Probably no one's been. I was just about dead. I was gonna be dead. If I was anyone else, or almost anyone else, I would be dead. Because most people trust doctors, and most people do what doctors tell them to do. I don't. And I'm so glad I don't. OxyContin made me really weak. And one thing I've learned in the last year, or maybe recent years, weakness is pain. When you see weakness, you see pain. All right, pain is not invisible. Weakness is pain. The more weakness you see, the more pain you see. The less muscle you see, the more pain you see. That's not just with me. That's how it is. That's how it is with you. And you know that because you've experienced things that I have experienced when I wasn't crippled. That everyone experiences. And I never thought about it how I think about it now. But if you just try to think about it how I think about it, I mean, anytime I've ever needed crutches, it was because I hurt. You know, usually a sprained ankle or something. But it was pain. You can't walk on a sprained ankle for the most part. And it's pretty bad pain. But it goes away very quickly. A year ago, 60 milligrams of Percocet would have been enough. It would have been more than enough. 40 might have been, but probably not. 50 probably would have been about right. If I take more than 50, constipation is bad. If I take 50 or less, constipation is not so bad. And that's the only side effect I experience with Percocet. And that's only if I take enough. And I'm not willing to take enough. It's not enough now. I feel like I need twice as much. I wish I could explain what it was like. I didn't know while it was happening. I mean, I didn't know I was losing all this muscle and fat, just like everything. I mean, you can see on July 25th, I was skin and bones. And what you can't see is that I was already gaining weight at that point. Being skin and bones hurts more than anything. It hurts more than being burned. It hurts from head to toe. And I want to make a video about that because I've been thinking about it a lot lately. And, you know, I have a really good way of explaining it. If I can do that. I can't always do that. For some reason, I am a very bad communicator. I have good stuff to communicate, but I'm not good at it. Yeah, so, you can tell just by looking at me that I'm in more pain now than I was a year ago. I don't expect you to know that, but I'm telling you. As someone who has been there, and who has been here, and is back here, and has done that a few times. When you see weakness, you see pain. That's universal. That's true because you've experienced it. So when you see me standing by that, or trying to stand by that fence, and my leg just keeps going clack, 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 or my foot, you're seeing tremendous pain. And it doesn't matter if it's me, or if it's grandma, or what. Every time you see weakness, you're looking at pain. You're looking at extreme pain. And that needs to become like common knowledge, especially to people who work in that field, because that's the truth. That's not just my experience, that's the truth. Anyone who goes to a hospital or doctor's office and is obviously in weaker condition than what you expect to see from people, you know, the average, I guess. Whenever you see someone weak, you're looking at someone who's in pain. All right, doctors should know that. What you've heard about prescription drugs turning people into heroin addicts is bullshit. 100% bullshit. Not 99% bullshit, 100% bullshit. And people need to learn this because it harms a lot of people. It harmed me because I believed it. And because I believed it, I took less of my medicine than I was prescribed for a long time when I was burned really bad. Anyway, I guess my point, this video was about, I might not make many videos here coming up soon. The change of season seems to have also been a change of phase. You know, I had all summer to try to do what I could, and summer's over now, and I wish it wasn't, but it is.